I'm Alston, and I have ADHD.
And I'm Alex Ziegler, and I have ADD and Inattention.
We both met in high school, and I got diagnosed with ADHD in the 10th grade, and I was always considered a problem child, and especially in grade school, until I got diagnosed with ADHD and on the proper medication, and my grades went from D's and F's to A's and B's.
Well, as you can tell, he's the more talkative of the two of us. I was actually diagnosed in middle school, and school was terrible for me. I was always late for class, forgetting books, and homework. I don't even want to talk about homework.
Well, that's where me and you were kind of the same, and we're different. I mean, I did the same thing, forgot my homework and was late to class, but I love going to school every single day because there was something new, something exciting every day that would sharpen my ADHD skills. And not only that, I always got in trouble for talking too much in class, but now I am a DJ and a VJ at a local radio station right here in Atlanta, so now I get paid to talk.
I actually wrote a book on ADD and ADHD. Plus, I'm a photographer and a videographer. Matter of fact, I made the video that you're watching right now. Have you ever been looking at someone that's talking? You can see their lips moving, but no matter how hard you try, you cannot hear what they're saying.
Yep, definitely. All the time.
It doesn't happen very often to me. Sometimes, actually, I think it just happened a minute ago while he was talking, but you just gotta ask them to repeat the question, I guess, and start from where you started.
Not paying attention is what we do best. So really, this whole focus it's funny because we, as a group and as a person with ADD, I don't pay attention, and that's my disability. And so you understand how to work with those, and people see that, and that's the way it is.
Fidgeting helps a lot.
Something that might help, find something interesting, or especially if it's something interesting, just definitely focusing on the main point.
I'm Katie, and this is my brother Tyler. We're going to tell you about the two different types of attention deficits, ADD and ADHD.
I have ADD. Unlike my sister here, I'm less hyperactive, but I do have more trouble being disorganized, procrastinating, and generally getting things accomplished. I'm a sophomore in college now, and I've developed a few techniques to help me get along better, such as exercising regularly, keeping a daily planner, and staying on top of my schoolwork.
My ADHD is called combined type. That's because I have characteristics of both ADD and ADHD. When I was little, I used to be really hyperactive and talk all the time. Now that I'm older, I still talk a lot and do things like fidget and bite my nails and pop my knuckles.
On the screen, you'll see the 9 characteristics that doctors use to classify attention deficits. I have 6 of them, and they all have check marks beside them.
With my ADHD combined type, I have characteristics of both ADD and ADHD. When I was younger, I had about 8 ADHD symptoms and 4 ADD characteristics. Now that I'm older, a lot of my ADHD characteristics have diminished. But you can see all of the characteristics of both ADD and ADHD that I have checked on the screen. The point is, Tyler has ADD and I have ADHD combined type. Which type do you have?
Some of us have problems with executive skills or executive functions. It could be comparable to the CEO of the brain or a conductor in a musical orchestra.
Unfortunately, the conductor in our brain cannot stay organized. This may be the reason why we have problems staying organized, planning ahead, and following up on stuff like chores and projects.
I'm delighted to be here today, and I would like to share a little bit of my information. Since I have ADHD and struggled with it for much of my life, I have learned quite a bit about it from my own experiences, but I also can share with you the experiences I've seen from many of the patients I've taken care of over the last 30 years. You're at home, and you go upstairs, and you get to the top of the stairs, and you suddenly say to yourself, why did I come upstairs? And I'm standing there watching, and I say, do you have a problem? And you say, yes, I came upstairs to do something important. Interesting that you can remember that it was important. And I can't remember why I'm here. And I say, okay. Let's think about this. At the bottom of the stairs, before you came up, did you know why you were going upstairs? Oh yes, that's why I went upstairs. Good. There are 40 stairs. As you went upstairs, which stair did you lose the message on? You have no idea. The fact that the message disappeared doesn't leave an imprint. So by the time you get to the top of the stairs and it's gone, you don't know it. This happens to everybody, including those of us with ADD. So what's the difference? It happens all the time to ADD. We lose the message to turn in our work. We lose the message to keep paying attention in class. We keep losing the message unless it's interesting, or somebody's helping us, or we're under a lot of pressure, such as a deadline. Then we are able to get more chemistry generated and we can make this system work better. But to just make it work normally is very difficult. So why am I seeing people with ADD in a medical office? Because we have medicine, and we have had medicine for 50 to 70 years, that treats the dopamine transporter. The medicines we use are dopamine transporter inhibitors. They slow down the recycling system. And if you slow that system down, then the chemicals you're sending all your life get across. Let me make a couple of very interesting points. Once you understand that you have ADD, it is not an excuse for your problem. It's a reason. If you drive down the road without your glasses and you hit someone, you can tell somebody, I have bad vision. That's the reason you hit them. You cannot use that as an excuse. This is not an excuse. This explains why you're having trouble, and the very next question we should all ask is, what will I do about it? One of the things you can do about this is treat it with good medications under the care of a doctor who will help you. Next point. If you treat your ADHD with chemistry, I will not change you. I am fixing a little chemical. Once it's fixed, you are on your own. If you do better, that is not me. It is not the medicine you're taking. The doing better part is you. If you get glasses and you go to school and get straight A's and do well in school and become a good friend, it is not your glasses, it's you. The glasses focus light on the back of your eye, and that's it. The medicine focuses your chemistry so that your brain cells, which have always been there, work better. What you do with them is up to you. So if you do take medicine, and if you do get better, and somebody notices how well you're doing, do not mention your doctor, do not mention your medicine. Say thank you, because you get the credit for the improvements.